Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com.
So it is very easy to manage when you are creating hundreds of users, IM users. So it is easy to manage. You can just create the groups and then associate the policies to that group. So it will be automatically, you can associate or remove the policy to those groups. So it will automatically be applicable to all the groups. And then we should use the IAM password policy. So I will show to you how to create the password policy and all. Like I was saying, that password policy we can make it like as per my organization password policy. I can apply all those things like user must change password at next logon. User, what is the complexity, what should be the complexity of password and all those things. So it comes under by password policy. So these are all the best practices provided by suggested by not even AWS. It is a general for any even if you go in Azure or any other thing. These are the these are the same IAM best. These are the IAM best practice, not AWS best practices. These are the IAM best practices. And then authentication. What are the different type of authentication? Three type of authentication in IAM. We have username, password, then access key, username, password to log into the console, then access key for the programmatic access, and access key and session token for the for the program for the to assume the roles on certain resources. And then we have the authorization. As I said, that authorize IAM users use the policies to authorize a user on a resource to use it. And policy is nothing but a JSON document which defines a set of permission to access a AWS resource, and each permission in a policy defines the below attribute: what is allowed, what is denied, the services in on which this permission is applicable, and the resource, the ARN value specific to that is AWS resource on which the permission applies. So, for example, I want to uh, these two things, I think you can understand, right? What is allowed, what is denied, and on which service. For example, on which like let's say the user can use the S3 bucket, but resource, I only want to specify that only uh, set a only particular S3 bucket, or only a set of S3 buckets user has the permission. User does not have the permission on all the S3 bucket. User only have the permission to use only a set of S3 buckets or only one S3 bucket. Then we can provide the ARN also. So in ARN we can use the wildcards to provide the for example, you know what is ARN, right, guys? Or in case you don't know, you can tell me. I can.
Could you explain it? ARN. I'm not familiar with it.
So whenever you are creating a resource, in AWS, it generates the ARN, Amazon resource name. It generates ARN. Actually, we can create a EC2 instance quickly, so it will be for. It is a unique identifier. Actually, it always so it creates a unique identifier for each and every resource. Guys, you know this process. If in case you don't know how to launch the instance, I can explain that as well. Anyone, if need any help in that.
Yeah,
although that is not auto.
yeah, just go through a brief thing on just launching an instance.
Okay. So for that, if you are trying to launch an instance, you need to go to EC2 services, and I will create a free tier instance only, because I don't want Viras to pay the money on that. And then click on the launch instance. So it will create show all the AMIs. I will just select free tier only, so it will show all the free tier AMIs. So I want to, let's say, create a Amazon Linux to EC2 instance. So I will just select it. That is, it is free tier eligible. I will select it, and then what type of instance? Because I will select it to micro. Okay, so while we are creating the EC2 instance, let's discuss some security features as well, which we discussed in our last slide. So T2 micro, then we'll go to configure instance details. These are all the as of now I'm not configuring this bit, so I'm creating all default network and default subnets. But in real world example, you need to create this VPC and subnets for your EC2 instance. So it is part of a specific VPC group, and then you can apply those security features in that.
Hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Then you have to add the storage. I am not adding the storage, but can you see the encryption is there? So I can choose the encryption, where I can select the KMS key. I can create a KMS key with and then select the KMS key, or I can choose the default one also, and then I can encrypt that particular instance. So as of now, I'm not doing, but I'm showing you the option where to how to encrypt then that EBS storage. And even you are adding the new volume, same method you need to use it. And then you need to add the tags, and then configure security groups. So in this configure security groups, you can select an existing, you can create and then use the existing security group, or you can create a new security groups. And in the new security groups, you can choose which is the port. You can even delete this, but we need to connect that instance. That's why because I only want to do an SSH connection, and the protocol is used for SSH connection TCP, and the port will be 25. Then source custom. So 0.00 means anyone connect to that instance, but I can with this CIDR I can restrict who can connect to my instance, right? So these are all the security features as I discussed in last slides to connect to my EC2 instance. And I can add many modules, like for example, this instance I want to make it a web server. Then I need to open the 80 port and 443 port for 80 port for HTTP and 443 port for HTTPS. So I need to add those ports as well as part of my configure security group. And then review and launch. So anyway, this was not part of the course, but anyway, because we were discussing some security features. So, and then see, it is saying your, because you remember I selected the CIDR 0.0.0. So it is open to world, with which whoever has the access can connect to this EC2 instance. So it is not a very secure way. So Amazon is telling you that, guys, hey Dheeraj or hey Viraj, are you confirmed that you want to create this while you are launching this instance, you want to open it with everyone to open the world? I'm okay at this time, so I'm launching this. Then if you remember, in fact, Boris was asking that question. Boris, I'm pronouncing your name correctly, right? It's Boris or
You might be getting a like Boris and me. Okay, this is Anupam. Anupam.
okay, okay, okay. So my apologies in case my pronunciation is not correct for you. So then this is the for example, I told you, right, a key pair. So I, for example, I don't want, as per my organization policy, I don't trust the key pair generated by AWS. So I can bring my own I can create a existing key pair which is already created. I can create a new pair which is also being created by AWS, or I can bring my I can go without a key pair. So in case existing key pair, I need to upload it, and then I can use that key pair also. But in case here I don't have key pair, so I will create a new key pair, and then what protocol I want to use, I will use the RSA only one. And let me put my name, and let me put this key pair name. This is security. Today is 20th August, so 2208. So that is the key pair name I'm creating. So this key through this key pair only I can log into that particular instance. So that is the security features, right? So download key pair. Let me not here. Okay, let me download it. Okay, in this only. Okay, fine, no problem. Or I can download outside also. Let me download outside. Okay, and I am saving it. So I had downloaded the pair through which I will connect to the instance, but I am not launched the instance. So for that, I need to click on the launch instance button. Now this is my instance is being launched. So it is in launch. It is not launched yet, but if I click on it, where I are somewhere sure. Let's wait. It should show somewhere the ARN also. Anyway, so it let it we'll wait for until it launch and we'll proceed. In S3 also it is there. So I will show to you the ARN once the instance is launched. So it is saying the Amazon resource name. So it uniquely identifies the resource which we create in the AWS. It will the ARN will come in this also. So you will say, hey Dheeraj, we have the instance ID also which uniquely identifies. You are right, but we should know this ID belongs to instance. The ARN is uniquely defined value which are not specific to what type of resource it is. It is for each and every resource created in AWS. It creates an unique ARN, the which identifies the resource. So the ARN value. So I can put the authorization on particular ARN, the set, like I was saying, the set of S3 buckets or a specific bucket, and I can use the wildcards to provide that ARN. In the meantime, let's launch the instance. Is it launched or is our ARN? I'm totally forgetting.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
I'm missing my basics now. It is running, but why didn't show this? Where is the top option? IP, IAM role, EPC ID, details, EMI disabled, EMI name. Somewhere it should be. where it is, where the tax monitoring security. No. Let me check in the S3, for example. S3. Yeah. So let me show you this copy RN. So this is the ARN for my S3 bucket. Same kind of, I need to just search it. I am not finding that option where to get it. But for each and every resource I created, the ARN is created. So this is the uniquely identified in my account. This is a uniquely identified resource identifier, which is called ARN. Is it okay, Boris and everyone?
Yes. Life example. These are the
Sorry. Hello.
Yes.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So we have this ARN. Now let's go over. We are discussing about IEM. So let's do something in the IEM. So I was telling about password policy. I will show it to you where to set the password policies. In the account setting, go to the account settings. And as of now, I told you, right, minimum 8 characters, password policy by default minimum 8 characters and maximum 126 or 128 character, right? And include a minimum of 3 and must not be identical to your or email address. So this is password policy by default AWS set for me, but I can change this password policy as per my requirement. So, and for minimum password length, I can change it to, let's say, 20. And require at least, as per my organization password policy, I require at least 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, 1 alphanumeric, enable password expiration. So when my password should be expired after 90 days, 60 days, 120 days. Once my password is expired and I have not resetted it right before my password was expired. So it requires administrator reset. Who is the administrator? The root account. That is me. So in case I am creating any IAM user and my password is expired, I need to go to the root account to ask me to ask root account to reset my password. Allow users to change their own password, whether user has the permission to change their own password or not, and then prevent password reuse. So in case password prevent reuse. So how many the user should not be able to reuse their password, and that for the last password they have used it, or 10 password or 20 password, whatever you want to. So these are the password policy you can define, and it will be applicable once defined at the root account level. It will be applicable to all the IAM account or all the IAM users you create under root. So that is one thing, password policy. Now go to the, in case I explained to you in my previous slide about the MFA. So in case, in fact, these days MFA is very important, right? Because even, for example, I am giving the training to you, let's say, and somewhere I just, while logging in, I pasted my password somewhere, and you have seen it. Now you have all the access. But in case I have enabled all the MFA is not enabled for this account, for which is root user. In case, when you know my password, you can't log in until you know this MFA key, which is and that is valid only for 30 seconds or 1 minute. I'm not sure. So how to add the MFA? Just click on add MFA. It will it is opening in the IAM thing. I will not add MFA because I'm using the Biraj account and he will not have the access. So, but I will tell you how to add the MFA, and that is very important. In fact, I was doing some consulting work some few days back, and that guy, he created the account, and I asked him, and he was he was very happy because he was very much worried that no unauthorized access should be there. So I asked him to activate the MFA. Go to activate MFA, and you were talking about Boris, the X59 certificate also. So you can go here and create the X59 certificate. Create new certificate. I will put your own certificate, whatever you want to do. And then CloudFront key pairs. So CloudFront key pairs also, in case you want to.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
In case you want to encrypt the cloud data on the CloudFront with your key, you can create all these things. So everything is there. So, but we were talking about the MFA. We have this password also. How to change the password. So in case you want to change password, you can just go here and change the password or the name or the email address, whatever you want to do. Then go to multi-factor, go to activate MFA. As of now, we are activating the MFA. There are 3 types of MFA. YubiKey, in case you want to, this is a hardware token. You can purchase from, this is kind of means, in case you can search it, it is available in Amazon as well. Amazon means your Amazon console. So not this AWS, on the Amazon website or anywhere you can purchase your YubiKey. You can create a virtual MFA, or you can generate other hardware MFA device also, like whatever. So these are 3 types of MFA AWS support. In case we are going for a virtual MFA device, we'll just click on continue. Then there are a lot of softwares you can install on your mobile, like Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator, or there are other software as well, where whoever you believe is most appropriate for you, you just install that MFA software on your Authenticator. Just search in the Play Store the Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator. In my mobile, I have at least 4 or 5 authenticators for different purposes, but I have Google, I have Microsoft, other authenticators also I have it. So you can install any one of it and then install it. And then once you install the Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator, just show the QR code. You scan the QR code with that particular authenticator, the Google or the Microsoft Authenticator. Scan the QR code. Once you scan the authenticator code, it will read it and it will show it will register that particular this my account, and then it will start generating the numbers every 30 seconds or every 1 minute. You put first number which is generated, then after wait for some time. Once the next number is generated, enter the second number and then click on assign MFA. Your MFA is assigned. Once MFA is assigned, whenever you are logging in the first window, right, it asks for your username, and then it asks for the password. In the third window, it will ask for the MFA, and then you have to go back to your mobile. It will generate a number. You have to put that number. That number is valid only for 30 seconds or 1 minute. You need to enter that number, and then only you can log in. So even your password is exposed because your mobile is with you, and no one will be able to log in without that number. So that is how you set up your MFA. So what else in? Okay. So this I have already told how to. Okay. Okay. So let's create an. Now I am the this Viraj is the root user, right? Now I want to create few IAM users. So how to create the IAM user? Go to users. It is very simple. Click on add user. Guys, whenever you have any question, please ask. Or if I'm going too slow, too fast, or I should not go in that detail, also you may ask. Means if it is less detailed or more detailed, you can tell me, please. So you need to provide the username, then program it. We can create actually. We will delete that user later on. So test user for Viraj. Then what is the difference between console access and programmatic access? I told you, right? I can create both the access also, or I can create one of the access. So console access to log in this AWS console, and the programmatic access to create a program. For example, that user only, for example, many times normally we don't create both the access at once time. For example, I'm creating a service account which only has the programmatic access. Then I will create only the programmatic access, or I may create both the access also. My choice. So as of now, I'm going for the console access next to the permissions, and then create group. So I can show that I should associate that user to the group. It is optional as of now. I can create the group and associate later also. It's my choice. Or I can create the group now itself. And these are the policies. So let me create a group now itself. Test. So my user will be created and it will be associated to the test group, and then I can associate the policies. So for example, I want only that user to have the access on the S3 policies. So these are all the predefined AWS policy. I can create the custom policies as well, but these are all the, for example, I want to give users only S3 full access. So he will only have the S3 full access. He does not have, and I can see it. I told you this is a JSON document. So this is the JSON. I can generate the JSON. So this is the policy, which you can see it is a JSON document which is saying allow only S3 star, which is the void call. So all the S3 buckets. If I am creating custom policy here, I can provide like S3 colon and the ARN. I created a S3 bucket, right? In I will provide the S3 ARN in this section, and then resource what type of, sorry, not here. Here in the resource I will provide that particular ARN. Here it is a star, no, but in that case I will only provide that particular ARN which I created it, and the action here is star. Star means what he can do, but I can change it to, if I'm creating the custom policy, I can do S3 read only or read write, whatever, what action user is permitted on that particular S3 bucket. So those things I can create if I'm creating the customized policy. So I am, as of now, I am only giving this S3 full access, and let's say create group. So the group is created. My user is not created. My user group is created who has end up with that group S3 full access policy is attached, and then I'm creating the so tags. You know, you guys are expert in it. Means you have guys have the knowledge of AWS. So tags is to easily access my resources, to easily for example, I can associate multiple resources with the same tag, and then review.
Yeah, I'm not
So
okay. I'm not completely familiar with, like, I mean, the tags, they have many definitions. Is this a version tag, or what kind of, or how
Tag
are,
is for example, I am the root user, right? Now, what I am doing, I am creating the users. Let's say I have a list under this account. I have a list of 50 users who will have access to this particular account. What is the account? This is my account, right? Now I have 50 users. Those 50 users have different departments, like 10 users from HR, 10 users from finance, 10 users from other department, right? So I will create let's say I'm creating a tag department, and then value, let's say HR. So this test user belongs to HR department. I will create those those 10 users under HR department. So tomorrow, if I want to search it with the who are the users under HR department, I will just search the tag, the department equal to HR. It will list all those 10 users. Same thing with the so this is not only one only users. With the same tag I can associate the other resource. For example, the EC2 instance. So I'm creating the EC2 instance also, and that is for HR department. So I can, while I'm creating the EC2 instance, in the tags also I will put same department equal to HR. So these all things are clubbed under HR department. So while I am doing something, I may write some program as well, that where tags equal to HR, do something.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.